Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Mad Gamer in the building. Sending my love and thoughts to everybody on this lovely weekend. And this is a live broadcast, so if you're watching later, thank you very much. It's going to be a long stream. You can watch the first 10, 15 minutes, get all the information you need, and then we will go from there. So, once again, this is Mad Gamer. Today's stream, we're talking about Death Stranding. We're talking about the giveaway I have. We're not doing any spoilers. Don't worry. There's no spoilers on this stream. Okay? So, we're pretty much safe. Everything I'm going to talk about is from the trailers we saw, from what Kojima has said, and about the giveaway that I have going on right now. That is all you're going to have to hear without getting spoiled on anything. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get a quick second so I can work on presenting to you something amazing. All right. Well, on my website, quick little plug in here. Judge me. Judge me. We're going to switch scenes over so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This is madgamer.com slash DS. That's right, madgamer.com slash DS. And I created a quick little video explaining it. We don't need to watch that because I already know and can tell you. So, what you're looking at is an actual giveaway for Death Stranding. We're going to be giving away 5 copies of Death Stranding and a collector's edition. I can't explain how excited I am about that. For the 5 copies, all you have to do is go right here, punch in your name, email, a subject. You don't really need a subject or a message. That's just extra. But you put in that, and then your email will be put in a raffle. So 5 people will be selected specifically for this raffle. Now, on to the good stuff. The collector's edition. This is big time stuff right here. I am excited to be able to offer this. This right here is strictly for my subs on Twitch. So if you're not on Twitch, head over to Twitch right now and go check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you're looking at madgamer.com slash DS. And I'm going to type that into the chat as we talk here. But yes, you can get the collector's edition for free. There's no extra things you need to do other than subscribe to my Twitch for the collector's edition. Or if you wanted just a regular copy, you can head over to this specific forum, put in your name and email. Alrighty. So that's what we got going down today. I appreciate you guys. And I want to share that information with you so you guys can get involved also. Alright. Enough of that. Let's get back into discussing a few things. First of all, I'm super honored and blessed by the community to have your support, to have you help me get this thing together, get this thing rolling for the giveaway, which is once in a lifetime because the game releases on November 8th. And we're literally 2 weeks away, so you have 2 weeks to do this. And an extra week for the collector's edition. So if you just want a copy of the game, you sign up through the website, you're all set. For the collector's edition, you have to be a sub to Twitch from now until then. And when you are, we will randomly select one person from there. So that's what's going down. And I'm so grateful and thankful to all of you who have blessed me with this huge good time of being able to give away my favorite game. So that being said, I'm gonna take a quick second here and showcase to you guys some special things that I feel um, is very important to talk about when it comes to Death Stranding itself. All right, so let's just give this a quick look. We are going to have the audio playing in the background. You're going to be looking at Death Stranding videos and clips that have been released. As you can see here, this is the original logo trailer, aka the mascot for Kojima Productions, and it is tied to the game without a shadow of doubt. Everything about this character is tied to the game. The theme, the message, the concept. It's an amazing presentation from Kojima early on. This is in 2016 when they made this and they presented it to the world, and it's pretty much a very simple video of a man in a spacesuit looking like he's in space somewhere with these holographic whales and stamping his flag into the ground. And the representation is about Ludens. There's a book called Homo Ludens that explains the evolution of mankind. It's called Those Who Play, aka Playing Man. And what it explains is even before mankind, while animals roam the earth, they found ways to play. Playing is a big part of evolution. It's a big part of our process as human beings in society. And it is an amazing trailer to open up the message and theme about us, the players. But we'll get into that in a minute. And then from there, it jumps into the first trailer that we're looking at now. We're seeing the whales that we saw from the first one all dead and stranded. We see a Norman Reedus naked. We see a lot of carnage in the earth. And then we see the baby, and we're like, what is going on? Handcuffs, the baby, umbilical cord, handprints all over his body. Has he ever showered in his lifetime? What is going on with this guy? Right? He has this necklace, like 6-piece necklace. What is on that thing? So there's so many different things to discuss, and we'll take a quick look at his crying face and everything that happens in between. It's a very interesting concept because he legitimately is holding the baby. The baby disappears. All of a sudden, the baby's prints are all over his body. His hands is full of the oil, and there's a very supernatural experience there that he gets. When he gets back up, he sees 5 beings in the sky, and he's just like, wow. So these are the overall structures, and you wonder, what does this have to do with the theme and the concept of those who play, right? That's the key. You want to hold on to that as you watch these trailers, and then you'll get a bigger picture in the long run. As you watch each trailer, you start understanding there's a deeper message, theme, and concept that ties together well. So everything is connected through these wires. The baby was connected to you. Somehow it disappeared. You have these handprints on your hands. And all of this is not making sense for people, right? And this is back in 2016. I was actually there when this trailer premiered at the Sony press conference in LA. And it really, really was a special day. Just powerful. The music, the visuals, Kojima, and this whole concept, it is unreal, to be honest with you guys. The way Kojima's presenting it for us, and then once the game releases, how simple the story will be for you once you're like, oh, I get it now, and everything makes sense, a quarter of the way in the game. And I like that better than playing a game where you already know, oh, they killed his family, he wants revenge. And that's pretty much how most games or movies kind of stay straightforward. This game has some mystery, has some what is really going on in this universe type of essence to it. And then we get a bunch of great trailers additionally on top of that explain the importance of the baby, especially this trailer here, and how does it affect the world, and why is everybody so keen to have this baby? Why did the world get destroyed? What is going on? Those are the questions that you see, but the answers are in the questions Okay. Death Stranding. What is Death Stranding? That's the number one question. That's the number one answer when you see this destruction on the earth. Death Stranding is what destroyed these things, what caused all of this to happen in the supernatural world. Now, how did that officially take place? As always, nuclear war is always my number one for Kojima. That's his main concept that he kind of keeps to. And it's special in its own right. But actually, apologies that I'm not even showcasing to you guys the way I should, which is like this. Here we go. So in this trailer that we're watching now, and the reason why I want to bring it up, and the reason it's important, is because this trailer displays that there's armies. There's these skeleton armies, these crazy creatures. That Del Toro is actually a big part of this because he has the baby that's so important to us, right? What does that mean? What is that supposed to be about, right? So that is the questions that you're asking, and apologies for anyone that knows that I break a lot of these videos down to a science. What I want to do today is not break it down, but offer a little bit of questions for you to think about and ponder, and then I'll break things down a little after. So now, if this baby is so important, Norman Reedus had it on the first trailer. Del Toro has it on the second trailer, as you can see here, and it's very important to him. He connects to it using the cord. That is craziness, right? So what is really going on with this thing? Now we know that this baby connects to the other world. This baby connects to another dimension, the Death Stranding dimension. And entering that realm makes it even more interesting. It's a pretty blue. So those are the type of things that you want to see in games, where this mystery is like, okay, so what is Death Stranding? We still don't know, right? We know exactly what it did to the world. Death Stranding caused all of this that you're seeing, but what is it? Where does it come from? You that's the different type of question that I believe even the game or film shouldn't always answer. Every time travel machine shouldn't be explained on how it works. When you watch a movie, you're not here for science to break down exactly how a time travel machine would work. You're there to be mesmerized. You're there to be mind blown. You're there for the beauty and for the inspiration, you know, for all of those things. And as you can see here, how does this work? How does he have this power? What the heck is going on with this guy? Just very creepy and weird, but amazingly beautiful and just visually stunning. Mads Mikkelsen. He's a really great actor, charismatic guy, and we got him in the film. And he's looking at the baby. He's being mocked by this doll, and it feels like he's hunting for something. That is very interesting, to say the least, because that's the game changer, as we know. That being said, thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me. If I'm missing your chats, apologies. I'm going to take a quick second here and come over here so we could have a discussion for 1 second. And thank you very much for tuning in and rocking with me. It's your boy Mad Gamer, and we are lovely, living, and loving. And I'm about to get into the third trailer here, and the reason I'm doing them one after another is very important to take some time to digest things. On this trailer, we get a different type of formula, all right, and we get a presentation to some actual gameplay in between somewhere. All right, but right now what we're watching is rain falling, somehow destroying the plants. Why would rain fall, destroy the plants? Again, Death Stranding is a supernatural event that happened to the world, and there's this thing called timefall, which is rain that fast forwards time. All right, that's all we kind of know, and the facts are that fast forwarding time plays a big role in this game because what does that mean? If it fast forward time, that means it's a time travel rain. Think about that. Time travel rain. It's a thing that exists in Death Stranding. So if time travel rain exists in Death Stranding, the bigger question is very simple. Who's affected? And we're going to see one guy, and it's going to be right before our eyes. This guy stuck in the car will go from young with no wrinkles and no gray hair to very old with gray hairs and pretty much dying, getting super old. So the reason I want to bring this up about time travel is because you have to think about the effects of falling in rain or in a big puddle of this time fall that fast forwards time. Imagine what can happen. You can be older than your kids. You know, you can have grandkids that are older than you. I'm sorry. You can have grandkids that are older than you. So this type of thing is going to happen in Death Stranding. I have no doubt. And again, I haven't played the full game, so don't worry about spoilers. This is all just conceptual ideas. Now, this rain doesn't just fast forward time, it also brings out these creatures from the other dimension, which we'll get into in a minute. But timefall, once again, if it fast forwards time the way it's showcasing, it's a dangerous world. So, for example, they were trying to extract this body before the creatures had to take it. As we see here, it goes away into another realm. But I believe the gold has protected it. But we'll get into that in a minute. So this is the concepts and themes of what I've always been saying since 2006. On this, when this trailer dropped specifically, Kojima explained timefall. It fast forwards time. And I explained that I'm sure we'll see characters that are family, because Kojima always has relatives. Metal Gear Solid had all types of relatives. Everybody was family somehow. Somebody was related to somebody. The boss was related to the philosophers, the Patriots, basically. Liquid, Solid, Solidus, Big Boss, all brothers, aka family, and siblings, and so on. So, as we see here, the guy under the car was getting old, just like I said. But imagine your newborn becomes old because of this rain and is older than his grandfather. So you think about Sam, think about this baby. Is this baby in specific time fall liquid to keep it young? But is it really old and just in a young body? You follow where I'm going with this? The insanity of what Death Stranding could be lies in the time fall. The effects of this Death Stranding events that have basically caused the quantum physics of the world to change. So, in my view, and what I've been saying since 2006, you can check back on all the old videos. It's very simple. Okay, you have a tough task ahead of you when it comes to who's related, who's not, what is going on, and where do we go from there. I've shared my thoughts about the baby. I've said the baby is the players, and I'll get into that in a little while. I've explained that very thoroughly since 2006. A lot of guys have took my theory and posted it everywhere. A lot of people take a lot of my content, study it, and then they post up videos, and I love it. I think it's amazing. Some of these guys are big, getting millions of views, because of it, and they thank me privately, but don't give me the credit, which is kind of weird, but I'm over it at this point. Who cares? Now, just to talk about more gameplay. This is gameplay right here, okay? So what Kojima explained is when you die, you go into the Death Stranding state. He said that this right here is a perfect example of being in the Death Stranding state. What you're looking at is Norman Reedus. When he dies, you'll be in third person looking at him, and you can go all around him. You can collect items and try to find your way back to the living world. Is what Kojima has explained. How does that happen? What do you need to do? We'll see. But we get to see it for our own eyes in this example. But that's the general senses of how this specific format works. And I'm going to take a second and switch the scenes for you guys. And we're going to end up doing a swaps. Alright, so now just take a look at Norman Reedus coming back to life in this scene. So it might just look like a weird, crazy scene of what's happening, but you died and now you're coming back to life. And this is a part of the gameplay. And I'm sure that this is the tutorial on how that's all going to work once the game starts. And then there's a lot to learn and grow from these specific principles that you want to see. But it's a very special game because of those elements, right? So you got to think about it. Who's the person looking at Norman Reedus? It's the players, it's us, but it's also the baby. Everything is connected, right? If the baby's so superior and can connect to all worlds, it's a very important thing. Doughboy Fresh and Turkey, thank you guys for coming by. I just wanted to do a quick breakdown of this. Just a general thoughts on the game to help people wrap up what I've been saying since 2006, what I really feel is the core of the game. Sticking to the first trailer where we're talking about Ludens. Ludens are those who play. It's a concept. You have Homo sapiens, that's human beings. You have a whole bunch of different type of beings as we evolve. Homo Ludens specifically stands for those who play, aka playing man. And in the book, it explains how humans evolved through play. It's very important, very special book, and it's real because that's the way humans grow and expand. It's not always about hard work. You need a little bit of entertainment to feel good with your life and yourself. So anyway, that being said, we dive into more gameplay footage, but you got to stay connected to the realities of this game. So, as I explained earlier, Sam is trapped in this time fall, aka rain, that is like time travel rain. So imagine rain that can make you time travel if it touches you. So it'll make you old. Imagine the effects it can have, where a grandson is older than his grandfather because of this time fall. Right? So you think about that, you look at this young girl and Sam in this game and you say, are they connected? Are they one? Are they family? Does he even know? Is it his wife? Is it his daughter? His mother maybe? Because Sam looks very old in this game. But once you see them together and you think about Timefall, maybe Timefall affected him and turned him into an older man, older than his own mother. So these are just concepts, themes, and ideas of what is or what isn't. And I love it because it all is connected together to make one big story. And you can explore the ideas of what you feel you think is best. But I appreciate it. And this part right here is a perfect example of how Timefall works. So it's healing him. What if he's using not a bath to take a bath, but Timefall to heal his wounds? Kind of modifying the rain that time travels into a healing mechanism. in that shower. So these are just ideas, thoughts, and concepts that I've played with since 2006 when all of these trailers were being released. Every time the report was released, I put in more details into them and added my themes and concepts to them. Now, I don't know if they're on Earth. I don't know if this is Earth at all. I don't even know. It feels like it's Earth or destroyed America, but I don't think so. What if this isn't Earth and this is just a new civilization that mankind traveled to, but it got destroyed because of the Death Stranding effects? So there's a lot of interesting things to try to figure out once the game officially releases, but you have to take into account anything is possible, specifically with this game because of Kojima and the way he creates and connects things. So now let's take a second to understand what I was talking about earlier and get into the concept of the rain. The rain hits him and his hand gets a little bit if you've seen on his front of his hand, he got a little bit of a stain just from one dot of rain. So imagine what could happen. So now he's going to talk to a young girl in this part. We don't know if she's his girlfriend, his mother, his grandmother, his aunt. Was he younger than her and the rain made him old and he doesn't remember her? Those are the questions that we got to ask because it's a very interesting concept to have this rain and how powerful it is and how it affects us every day. And there she is right there, very beautiful girl. Love me a redhead. But her name is Fragile. That's literally her name so far in the game from what we know. She got it on her jacket. She got a dope-ass jacket, by the way. I would buy that jacket. I probably wouldn't wear it. Probably wear it like once somewhere for a special event, but it's fly, though. I'll tell you that. That being said, she legitimately is interesting to me because I wonder who is she to Sam. All right. And how does she play a role for this game? We'll see. We'll find out. For those watching, man, thank you for tuning in, hanging out with me. It's Friday, man, and I'm just enjoying myself very much. So thank you. Stay with me, baby. Let's do it. All right. So anyway, we got that explanation. We're trying to understand who is this lady. Why is she there? And the picture reveals what might be a young girl that looks like her in that photo. Maybe. So it's a complicated universe, and what is really going on is the question. And it's a beautiful thing, and that's what you want. You don't want to go into a game knowing everything. Oh, it's already finished. I already beat it. So that being said, we're going to look at a special key part here, which is very, very interesting. All right, so Sam connects to the baby, okay? He connects to the baby, and that's how he sees these creatures. And you're going to see it happen right now. He's going to go ahead and connect to the baby. And once he gets there, you're going to see him. This is also gameplay in a second. Once he steps outside, it'll be gameplay. So this part right here is interesting because what you're going to get is a very, very special formula. So imagine the game without the baby. Imagine walking through without being able to see all these creatures in the sky. It's like, what are those things? It'll be very strange and weird to even dare to play this game without the baby. And I think that'll be great for speedrunners to play with the baby deactivated and run through and hope you can make it. As you can see here, being able to see that is important. Understand, this game isn't all about creatures. This game isn't some ghostly-like video game. There's a bunch of human AI out in the world that you'll end up fighting, but these creatures are a part of it. And as you can see here, Sam actually gets caught because he was breathing and they ended up snatching him. And we'll get more into what happens to you when you die. We already saw some of the things that do happen. But yeah, so just taking a quick second to say thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Doing a little breakdowns. This isn't my heavy duty, real crazy stuff. This is more of a questionnaire. I want to open your mind and expand your thoughts about what is possible for Death Stranding. If you want an in-depth breakdown, I've done it over and over for the past 4 years since Kojima announced his actual creation of the game. So, actually, before he announced the creation of the game, when he created the logo, I already knew it was going to connect to this video game. And it's really beautiful concepts in there. So, before we go into the next trailer, I do want to break one thing down. I want you guys to watch some movies for me, right? Odyssey 2001. Go watch that. Go watch Interstellar. That's another movie. Those two movies are big time important for this specific setup of themes and concepts and messages that Kojima is going to be looking for. Odyssey 2001 specifically, it offers a very, very important evolution, human evolution. So this game's going to have a lot of those themes and concepts in it. And then there's Interstellar, which is time travel in a way. You'll see the movie and you'll be like, wow, that's powerful. And how does that connect to Death Stranding? It's another effect of what I was explaining, plus more in the future of Death Stranding on what I think will come also. And then we get into movies and books we could that we can get into. But the movies and books are going to be more in detail, but I'll give you two of them. One of them is called Homo Ludens. Very important book, which talks about those who play. The theme of this game is about those who play. You're the baby. You're being connected to Norman Reedus, who you control. So the baby's controlling Norman Reedus, a.k.a. us, the players, are controlling Norman Reedus with our controller in our hand. And it is a beautiful, beautiful setup. That being said, on top of that, those who play within the world, there's a bunch of special guests. There's a whole bunch of connections, how everything is connected throughout the game, all the events that happen, everything is all one big event. And you'll see that in the long run. The second book is called, oh man, it's called Noon. Oh wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have it posted, and I completely forgot the name of the book, guys. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's see. I tweet too much, by the way. And oh, there it is. Noon Universe. Sheesh. How did I forget that? Noon Universe. I already said it earlier today. I completely forgot. So Noon Universe, if you read that book, it's basically about time wanderers, aka time travelers. So this game, I believe, will have heavy duty concepts and themes into that. If you see here, we're gonna watch this trailer over again so you guys can get some of the concepts of what I'm talking about. That's very important. But first, we're gonna start off with the person who we thought that was a random guy who seemed evil. He's sitting here talking to the baby in a very caring, loving fashion. He's talking to the baby. Don't worry, baby. I'm always going to be here for you. And just a very beautiful message. And this is where everything he's talking about changes the narrative. So we've seen him in trailers before. He's a badass. He's evil. He looks like the bad guy. He's hunting for somebody. It just doesn't look right, But this is the first scene where we see he actually seems like a good guy. Now, pay attention again to the time fall. If you remember that, when rain falls, it fast forwards time. Now, watch Norman Reedus in this scene coming up on the bike, running away from the storm that you're watching, that storm is deadly. It's not just rain that hurts. This is time fall, aka rainfall that fast forwards time. So he has to escape or be killed. And this is a very, very important part of the game. Never mind just gameplay wise, but imagine how devastating these storms can be to society. So this is why he wears this suit. This is why he puts on this gear, specific gear to avoid the timefall from hurting him and destroying him. And it's important to be geared up in this game. Is going to be a vital part. The RPG elements of not getting caught up in that. Now, riding heavy also is the concept of connecting. All right. So, how does that all play a role into the message? Well, Death Stranding, the title, is has multiple meanings. Stranding isn't just like, oh, the Death Stranding, the whale's dead. It also stands for connecting, strands. And in the book Homo Ludens that I told you about earlier, it explains about ropes a little bit too, about humans using sticks to fight, but then humans using other things to connect with each other. So the evolution of mankind has to do with not just being savages and fighting and killing everything, but also evolving into connecting together. So that's where ropes come into play. So in this game, you see ladders, you see ropes, and you see different tools that aren't normal for every game for a player to just utilize at any point they want. So that's where this game takes it to another level, and that's why it's important when you see Norman Reedus with a big book bag. There's two elements to that. The number one in the realistic element is fake infinite inventories in video games needs to stop. Kojima's basically saying, dude, like if you have it on you, you have to have it visible. So you can't just imaginarily put out a bazooka out of your butt cheek like most video games in this game. If you have a bazooka, you're going to have it in some form of a book bag or something. Compressed version of it. That being said, the other part of it is the evolution of tools, okay? We created sticks first to fight off things and kill things. Then we started creating ropes to evolve, to gather things and to become better overall as human beings in society. So that's important. And once again, we're watching the connection of the baby. This is where he connects to it to be able to see creatures and see in the other dimensions. These are vital essence of what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, yes, there's a giveaway, just so everybody that's asking. We'll get into that in a minute. I'm going to finish my breakdown. It's going to be a couple more minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes more. And then I'll break down what the giveaway is, but it's in the link, madgamer.com/DS, if you want to go take a look at that. But we are breaking down this game just a little bit. I want y'all to see different things about this and understand the important parts of this game before you play it. I want you to be able to dissect this game on a different level. A lot of video games don't have these themes and concepts and these messages behind them. Usually video games have a lore story, you know, God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn, and they just have a straightforward story. But this game has deeper, personal, real-life messages in it about you and what you can do and how you can evolve and what you can do to be a better human, what you can do to be a better person in many regards. You're going to be stuck, just like every other game, in a very dangerous world. You're going to fight. You're going to hunt, and you're going to gather. You're going to try to survive and try to sneak sometimes. And you're going to have a lot of key elements. It's going to be very beautiful. There's a lot of great guests in this game, as you're about to see right now through these trailers. There's going to show the cast. There's going to be special guests. But guess what? All of these people are just a part of the message. All of these people are just part of the deeper essence of what this theme is about. We're all trying to connect. We're all trying not to lose ourselves. We're all trying to find who we are and to save ourselves and save the world as much as humanly possible. How do we do this? What is the right thing for me to do? What is the right thing for the world to do? What is the right thing to help others while still taking care of myself? What do I need to do? And this main character's story is a big part of that, because he's selfish, because he's disconnected, because he doesn't feel like he belongs, like he doesn't owe anyone anything. When you start the game, this is what you see with these trailers. He's kind of just very, very to himself, very dark, very personal. As you can see in this scene here, he's also going through a lot of mental issues. He's suffering. If you're going to do what he's about to do right here, you have to be going through some very dark and heavy things in your mind and your heart. It is a beautiful, beautiful game that's going to make you laugh, that's going to make you cry, that's going to make you wonder, that's going to make you think about life. And you have to open your heart to it. You have to open your mind to it. You have to see it bigger than just, oh, this game was fun, which is going to be fun. Visually, it's going to be beautiful, just like this scene here. Over sound and quality of gameplay is going to be there for you. But take the time and look at the deeper messages within the game and see the concepts. This is why Kojima is the greatest of all time. And I want y'all to pay attention. Pay close attention as you see Mads once again looking like a bad guy, looking like a badass. But really, is he the bad guy in this game? Is he really trying to do the right thing for himself and his family? Is he what we all making it out to be when we see him? When we see how, dark and very, very badass he is. Like, this dude is sitting in fire. He literally lit himself on fire. Like, what type of crazy man are you? You know what I mean? So those concepts might seem like, okay, it's just another dope ass badass video game character. No, he's a deeper message, and you're gonna see at the end, and I'm gonna turn it up for you to see what he's dealing with and going through, and the essence of how important it is to know. Okay. And it's valuable. And the reason why tomorrow is in your hands important is because the future is really what they're trying to say. And now let's listen to this.
Soon. I promise. The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
So the reason that's important, which we're going to take a step back on the video trailers that we just saw, I want you to see this one more time. So Mads Mikkelsen tells the baby that he's going to be able to go anywhere he wants, even the moon. Okay, and the reason that's important is because, dude, really? And it's all connected together to talk about the Ludens, aka evolution of mankind, and break down some of that. So now we're gonna get into a little bit of gameplay, and I wanna try and open the door to a couple of important things. Okay, so today I want to discuss the overall unique elements of gameplay that we're going to see from Death Stranding, and the reason why it's important to know that this is also connected to the theme and the message, that the gameplay isn't just a standalone. If you watch any other video game, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, these are two of my top favorite games of this generation of video games. Those two games are so beautiful, so powerful, so amazing. I am not here to discredit them, but if you play those games, that the actual gameplay doesn't have anything to do with the message, the theme, the concepts of the overall experience. It's pretty much just, okay, well, go kill those things and then go listen to some cutscene or dialogues. With Death Stranding, the gameplay is all tied together as one. All right, it is all connected together. And again, you're not getting any spoilers here. We're just going to talk general stuff that we've seen and that we know for sure. So the message, the themes, and the concepts of Death Stranding ludens, meaning humans evolving into those who play, using things to play, to evolve, instead of being killers and hunters and brutes who just kill everything and eat and protect themselves. We've evolved, we got ropes, we became more civilized and all of that. In this game, for gameplay wise, Sam is able to call out and he can find help. And he just found some help. And if you pay attention, he's screaming out, "Anyone there?
Anybody hear me?
Hello!" And he's trying to open the door to what is going on in this universe. This is actual gameplay, and what's happening, he's utilizing this ability to connect with the world and to be more of a Luden, aka someone who evolves. This is a beautiful and powerful thing. And a lot of people miss this because what's going to happen is you're going to go in here. There's going to be a special guest in here. And if those who don't know, Jeff Keighley is a big time gaming host. He runs amazing events for E3. He has the gaming awards. He does so much. And we're about to see him. Spoiler alert. We're about to see him in this game.
How you doing, Sam?
And the concept of it is players help put out safe houses. Players help put out items and help each other in major ways. Then you got these special guests who do the same thing. We're going to lower the volume here. But Sam called out. Someone called back and got him some goodies, as you can see. And now he's picking up an item. And he has Jeff Keighley there greeting him. And why and how is this important to the message and the theme and the concept? The game is deeper than just hack and slash or deeper than shoot and kill. There's powerful messages behind it also. You're going to have all that gameplay that you want, but you're going to have these deeper messages also within the gameplay and mechanics overall. So now that Norman is connecting to this specific safe house, he's tied to it now, and now he can use it, and he opens the map up, syncs in with this area, which helps him in the long run because now he can connect to everything around there. And again, human evolution. He's rebuilding civilization, helping the world in his own regard. So this is going to be huge because what happens is if you go through the game without connecting, you probably won't be able to get any resources like this. You won't be able to do any further things within the world and connect with other players the way you're going to be able to. So we'll see some things about players connecting and putting out some really cool stuff in a minute. I've got a couple videos that I want to showcase about that. And again, those are very special elements in video games that it's very rare. And we're going to break down how they work in the near future. And we're just going to leave this trailer and go into another one just so you can see a little bit. And here we go. Alrighty. Alright, so he has special items he can wear that help him with different things. So as you can see, he put on the hat, he put on the glasses. He's putting on certain items. Now, what they are, you have to read them for yourself. I'm not going to pause the game to give you every detail of it. But the concept here is specific items to help him through certain areas and do certain things. Specific shoes, specific gear. A lot more important than looter shooter like Destiny or Division, where they're not environment based. A lot of the gear you wear, which is my favorite game when it comes to looter shooters, is the Division 2. But this game's gear is about the environment. So if I have the right shoes or the right suit on, I can swim through this better. I can get through easily. So he's scanning the area with the glasses most likely. And he goes to the red part, which is the danger zone. He loses a piece of gear in the process. If he stood within the yellow or the blue, he was safe. But again, red meaning caution to get out of there. But he did still find a way to keep his item. But most likely it's damaged. This is the survival elements of this game. This is the power and beauty of having this formula. Right? So, how does this play a role into the message and the themes? Once again, you're evolving and you're trying to connect with the world, and you're Ludens who's finding a way to play. And that's where the baby comes in because he's always connected with you. So anyway, so there's a bunch of great stuff in this gameplay that I'm going to talk about in a second here. And you're going to see a lot of good stuff. But as you can tell, that's you. You're the player. You just went through something terrible. You need some type of comfort. That's where the baby is important. Because if it's you, that means Norman has to take care of it. AKA you got to take care of Norman. It's an amazing mixture of reality. But I just want to showcase this part, and this is what I was talking about. Another part, you might have seen things like this in video games, where someone leaves a package. But what's cool about this game is if they leave a package, you can deliver it for them, and you'll be rewarded for finishing their mission. So let's say I'm running from some enemies, I drop a package, and I just say, I gotta go, and I keep going. And if you find it in the world, and you deliver it, you will be rewarded for that. That is a mechanic that's very powerful and very special, and it has a deep message for us players to connect and help each other. Now, a selfish player can just keep it for himself. And this is the line that we're watching here. This is the connected line. So once you connect, there's a line in which gives you access to the network. Let's just call it the network, the Cairo network. That network allows you to do many things. If you don't have that, you won't be able to know or see anything the way you can at this point. So those are the type of things that are keynotes for gameplay that you want to pay attention to and be aware of. And we're going to get into a little more in a minute. Let me see right here. No, that's not it. Yeah, he's going into another one. All right, here we go. This is what I wanted. All right, so as we see here, and I explained this again about connecting. So these players are leaving resources, not just items, not things that they dropped for you to deliver for them, but this right here is helpful items. So now there's ropes, ladders, or whatever the player can offer for you to utilize. And every time you use it, you automatically give that item a like if you do use it. If you don't use it, you won't give it a like, but you can like anything also. So it's only likes. There's no dislikes in this game. There's no like, oh, I don't like that item. But if you use it, it's an automatic like. That's something you got to note. It's a very cool mechanic. And again, these are connecting the dots to players and to what they offer. Anyway, thank you everyone who's been watching. If you're on YouTube, Mixer, Periscope, Twitch, everywhere, I appreciate you separately and together. We are connected as one in the Death Stranding world. I do have a giveaway, and that's what I labeled on here. That's not happening today, but you can sign up today. There's 2 ways to enter, and I can showcase them to you guys right in a few minutes, actually. We're almost done with the segment. I got a couple more minutes, and then we're calling it a day when it comes to the Death Stranding details. And then we'll get into questions and comments and read up everything that everybody's talking about in the chat, everything that everybody's talking about overall. If you DM me or you tag me in something, we'll address all of that today in a little while. But as you see here, this is Norman trying to get his rest for the moment. It's not really much to see, but how does this connect? You're a human being, man. You're going through things and you gotta get it together, and that's where it's important to know. And we're gonna move on. All right, let's go and look at how he goes on this ladder. So if you see this ladder right here, it is vital because another player left that. That wasn't you. That was just some random person online and left you that ladder. Now you can utilize it to find your way. So being helpful is going to be key because you will get rewards for this and you will love it. So as you go up, automatically it becomes a liked item when you use it. So those are key components. And this happens throughout the world. There's a lot of other things that you can build together. So don't ever think that it's just ladders and ropes. These things you can build like bridges and more in this game. We've already been confirmed that that's what's going to be a part of the game. So it's very special in that way. So everything is connected, and the messages and the themes we'll get into in the long run. Before we go, we want to watch some character development. I think this one's going to help you guys understand pieces of the story. And let's just go right into the briefing so you can see it for yourselves. I'm going to get quiet here for a couple minutes until this thing is over. All right, enjoy, and let's talk about it right after.
Sam, listen to me. America, Reconstructionism. Her dream isn't dead.
I don't want to hear it.
This is the face of our new hope. Our new America.
Amelie.
My mother may be gone, but I'm here. And you, Sam, you're here too.
Been 10 years since you saw each other, right? And in all that time, she hasn't aged a day.
He knows why. My body's still on the beach. I don't get to grow older. But you do, Sam. You look good.
So you're serious then about reconnecting everyone and everything?
Someone has to succeed Bridget, Sam. More importantly, someone has to carry on her legacy and see our country rebuilt. Samantha America Strand, our new president. A new beginning for our people, for our nation. Under Emily's leadership, we'll reestablish the UCA, the United Cities of America. This is how we'll rebuild our country. But we'll need your help to do it, Sam.
No, I'm through with this. I said my goodbyes to all of you when I said them to Bridget.
We never forgot about you, Sam. You ran away. You cut us off.
Emily put together an expedition. The best of Bridges won and went west.
I led them past craters in BT territory. I kept them safe while they searched for survivors.
Never once missed a BT. Saw him coming a mile away.
We convinced community after community to join the UCA, and we left behind our own people to help them. It took us 3 years, but we managed to make it all the way to Edgenaught City.
All the way to the Pacific. Jesus.
Yeah, but then everything went to hell. The team was wiped out, and Emily was taken.
Taken.
I'm not being kept in a cell or anything like that. I'm allowed to use their facilities and to speak with you whenever I want. I just can't leave the city.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Edgenot City. Well, that's what her keepers are saying, at least. They want the UCA to leave him be. Emily's their insurance policy in case we don't.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo Demons, militant separatist group. They run Edgenot City.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Right. Nothing's off limits for them. Not even engineering void outs.
You think the suicide that took out Central Knot was one of theirs?
Could be. There are extremists like the demons everywhere, plotting in the shadows. They're decentralized by nature. No one organization to rule them all. Just a common ideology.
I know not everyone shares our vision for the future. If we Americans don't come together again, humanity won't survive. I carried my mother's message to people all across the country. But not everyone was willing to accept it.
More than a few would rather stay isolated. Keep to themselves. Go it alone. Like you, Sam. They think that America can only be rebuilt by force, by men who tell them what to do, who take away their freedom and put them in shackles.
What'd you put on me, huh? You know better than the demons. Just another kind of cult.
They're not shackles, Sam. They're a symbol of our bonds. That's what we need right now. Not to stand apart, but to come together, to form chiral knots and reconnect.
Sam, we want you to go west and finish what Emily started. The people she left behind have been hard at work, setting up chiral network terminals. But these terminals are still isolated. We need you to bring them online. And for that, you'll need a Cupid. This contains all the necessary security and operations protocols to integrate a terminal into the chiral web. Take the Cupid west, Sam, and reconnect the people of our great nation. And when you get to Edgenot City, find Emily and bring her home.
After that, I'll take over the presidency and carry on Mother's work to save the country.
This was Bridget's dying wish. This is how we'll move forward.
Please, Sam. We need you.
I'm Sam Porter Bridges now. I'm not a Strand. Hell, I'm not even part of this outfit. You all saw to that. I'm not getting involved with you or anyone else ever again.
Wait!
See? It's like I'm not even here. Same as it ever was.
That's supposed to be your hero, guys. That's your hero. Is he really your hero? So you love that because now you know your hero isn't exactly somebody who's into it, you know, and you gotta love it because it opens the door, like I said, to the truth about not everybody's a hero, not everybody's a bad guy. They're all good and bad in different ways. So I'm sure Sam, the main character you just saw, is a terrible guy, and he's done a lot of bad things, and he's gonna continue to do bad things throughout the game. And same thing with everyone else. The bad guys are probably done a lot of good too. And that's the beauty of Kojima's work, is his message is about anti-war, and it's about nobody's good in these situations and nobody's perfect and things are gonna be hard, and it's just like life. And I give a lot of people love advice. I'm single, by the way, for the ladies. But I give a lot of people love advice, and one thing that I always try to tell them is learn to love imperfections, okay? There's a specific thing she does every day. If it's not perfect and you don't want her to do it that way, but that's the way she always does it, then let her do it. There might be an easier 2 minute way to do it, but she takes 5. Guess what? So what? Let her do it her way. If somebody's tying their shoe, for example, and they do the bunny rabbit ears, then don't judge them. Let them do their bunny rabbit ears. It's still going to be a tied shoe. You know what I mean? So learning to accept things and understand that nobody's perfect, nothing is perfect, is very vital in life. So anyway, that's a part of I would say what we just saw. It's a briefing. It's a very heavy spoiler. Kojima put that out, so anything I'm talking about isn't specific spoilerish. It's already put out by the creators. I usually respect games and don't put out any spoilers until a while after, unless I'm just doing gameplay about it. But so that's the core essence, and we're gonna get into all of that. I do want to get into some questions and a little bit of Q&A for everybody who's been messaging me, whether you're on YouTube, Mixer, Periscope, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and all Insta, all of those places that you're watching from right now. It's the perfect time for you to break down and ask me some questions on what you think or feel or see. So thank you for tuning in and enjoying. First thing I'm going to say is, yes, there is 100% a giveaway happening. Go to the link that I put in the chat. If you don't see it in the chat, apologies. It's MagGamer INC. And I'm sorry, maggamer.com/DS. Very simple. And I have it in the chat. Go to my name, maggamer.com/DS, and sign up over there. All the details are there. It's pretty simple. You can win a copy of Death Stranding, digital code, full game, or you can sign up also for the collector's edition. Now, if you win the collector's edition, you can't win a copy of the regular, and vice versa. We're gonna restrict each household to one winner. It's very vital. So, that being said, that's the first thing, and we'll get into that more later on. So now we're gonna read questions on what people have been asking, and get into that for a little bit. All right. So I'm looking at, does this game have PvP? No. First of all, I'm not a representative of the game. I don't work for Sony or Kojima Productions. I would love to work for both, but I don't. And anything I say is my word from what I've heard, and I stick to what they tell me. So from what they've said, it will not be any PvP at all. No type of competitive. There is a cooperative experience, but it's not a tangible experience. It is a sharing items. It is a sharing resources and save houses and things of that nature. So you can't play with someone next to you. You're always going to play by yourself, but you will be connected through the universe, and it's all one movement together. All right, so know that. But that system, it is really good, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Someone said, "Are you a special guest?" No, I'm not a special guest. I am for the game. I'm not a special guest for the game, man. I don't have that type of clout yet to do so. Who knows? Death Stranding 2. We can make it a goal. It'll take about 3 years for them to make the next one. So make it a goal to have a special guest featured as for Death Stranding. You know, who knows? Am I being paid to talk about this game? No. There's no payment from Sony or Kojima for me to stream right now and talk about it. This is me building my hype. So The only way I get paid is if you donate to my link, if you subscribe to my Twitch, if you do all the streamer stuff, then sure, I'll get paid. So yeah, in a way, I could get paid right now by you asking me that crazy question. Um, do you know if Conan O'Brien's naked in the game? I do not want to see that. The dude took his shirt off on one of the videos. Oh man, he's too funny. I love Conan. He's one of my favorite comedians, late night comedians. I used to watch him when I was younger. When he first started, I was watching Conan O'Brien. So the fact that he's in this game is pretty dope. I stopped watching the show recently. Just I don't know, busy I guess. I gotta watch him more often. But he's pretty funny. He's gonna be cool to have. Is there anything more than mountains and hills? Of course, dude. Like, first of all, you're seeing a facility that you're in, and then throughout this trailers of gameplay, you see a bunch of faction bases as well. So there's a lot of different places to go and things to see and things to do within them. Now, we don't know the experiences fully because we haven't seen all the areas. We know that there's different environments. There's some winter environments. There's some summer type of seasonal stuff. There's just a little bit of everything. So I think it'll be interesting. But for sure, there isn't any of that. Let me see. Do I have to walk around with a big ass book bag? I put the ass in there. Big book bag the whole game. Well, no. You'll see a little later. Sam actually has a device that carries it for him and follows him around. Actually, I think he puts it on right now, possibly. So it's a good time. I think we hit it on the nail on him utilizing it sooner or later. At some point in this video, in the next couple minutes, he pops out that bad boy and you can see it. At the moment, he's lugging these things, but the reason these things exist is because, like I told you, humans evolving and becoming better and doing better, and is very important for the game to be more realistic, where if you have a gun, you got to pull it out. You can't just imaginarily pop up, and those type of elements are really cool in this game, so I like them in my personal view. Will you marry me? Oh man, I don't know, man. Marriage is a powerful thing. I am a weirdo because I have the biggest heart, but I also will not commit until I know someone is as pure as me. If someone can be as pure as me, their heart can be as pure as mine, then I can go. But it's hard to see someone's full heart. You know, people change in a heartbeat, so it's very difficult. So marriage is a tough one for me. I have to see someone's pure heart, their pureness in them. And if they're not so corrupted mentally, then I'll go for it. But let's check out Twitter and YouTube comments real quick. We'll come back to Twitch. I'm sorry. We'll come back to Twitter. We're going to Twitch and YouTube comments real quick. Let me log in here. Cryptid tweets, cryptid game, cryptid conspiracies. Yes, all connected. Shout out to Doughboy. We already talked to you guys earlier. You are amazing, man. Good job. Shout out to Angelo. Showing love. Thank you for that, man. I'm going to frame that, all right? I'm going to take a screenshot and frame it on my wall. I appreciate you, man. I believe there will be missions where you go running through, you die on one, and you don't die on the other. I get it. I like it. For sure. Okay. The protagonist and antagonist are connected through the strands. For sure. 100%. Choices you make affect the game and the playthrough. For sure. 1000%. Isn't the sign up the same for both? Negative. There's two separate sign-ups, right? So if you're looking to win a regular copy of the game, You just sign up through the email setup. If you want to get a collector's edition, you have to be a subscribed person to my Twitch. All the information is down at the website, madgamer.com. Thank you for that question, Turkey. I might have confused it. We could watch the actual YouTube video so you guys can see what I say, but rewatching the video tells me that there's characters that don't die and their bodies die, but their consciousness lives on in the stranding state. Question is, can they take someone else's body or new baby body? That is a dope ass question. All right, so that is a dope question. All right, let's get into that setup. All right, so how do I do this? All right, so let's get into this. We're gonna flip the script here. All right, fellas, we're gonna flip the script, and now you're gonna watch another character development trailer. This is to help you understand how the death works in this game a little bit. It's gonna explain it a little bit. All right, pay attention. This is a character whose family died in the Death Stranding, and he keeps going back to try to find them and try to get them. All right, he wants to bring them back. All right, and he's having to die every 21 minutes. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy situation he's in, and I just love this visual. It's only 2 minutes long. I'm gonna keep quiet for those 2 minutes. I want y'all to see it and then come back, and then you let me know what you think about this situation. All right, it's very interesting. All right, let's just check it out.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, ablution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one, and intercourse, I suppose, verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films? You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
Oh man. Yeah, that caught me eating ice cream. So, the complications of how Death Stranding works. Think about it like this, okay? This is supernatural events that affected the world, putting people in a state of Death Stranding. So you're stuck between dimensions. And the reality is, how it all works can be anything. So as a writer, I can say, you know, in the way I would do this game, you're not even on Earth. The way I would do this game is humans found a new place to go, whether it's the moon, whether it's a different planet, and they created America again. All of America created, and they got over there, and all these supernatural events started happening, craziness, and it affected them in a bad way. And they ended up, hold on a second. I want to play some of this back perfectly right here. And what happened was the supernatural events happened, the Death Stranding happened. So now they're in a different planet, a different dimension, a whole different setup. And what's you want to pause and take a second on is remembering that the rain causes time to fast forward. So imagine you're in another planet with rain that makes time fast forward, that ages you quick, or maybe slows your time down. Can do anything. It's crazy dimensional atmospheres and situations that can really open up beautiful stories everywhere and change the game in different ways at all times. So it's cold. So that's where you have to let it be. No one has the answer. Everyone has assumptions on how Death Stranding works, but we don't have the full answer just yet. Shout out to Doughboy. Like this setup for coming through, my brother from another mother. Helping your stream, bro. What did you do? Nice setup, J-Tech. Shout out to J-Tech in the building. Appreciate you. Yep. So there's definitely elements about sacrificing yourself. We've seen it with Hartman, the guy who kills himself to go back, try to get his family back. There's a lot of beautiful things like that. It's going to happen in the game for you too. Now, here's the bigger question. If I go in the game and I'm killing every enemy, every player, or even the creatures, how does that affect the universe? How does it affect the world? So, there's a trailer, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. I believe it's this one. Okay. So, when this trailer popped up, one of the things that I kind of noted and I talked about when it came out in 2017 was a very important part. All right, and we're going to pay attention to it in a second. So first of all, Norman Reedus and his crew looked like they were transporting a dead body. It looks like they were trying to get rid of it and do something kind of like a ritual. It's a weird ritual. I thought it was just weird. And it stood out to me because it's like, what the hell is going on? And we're about to see it so you can understand something important in the game. So let's take a quick look at this dead body that they have wrapped up with gold and oil on its face. And we know that this gold in this game has very special traits. It does very special things. We see another video where a guy uses his gold to summon a creature, a monster that you end up having to fight in the game. We already seen that in one of the trailers. But on this specific part here, if you pay close attention, the dead body uses the gold also. So right now what's happening is it's starting to rain. The rain is destroying everything. It's calling out the creatures. Timefall, aka rain that is basically time travel, ends up changing the game right now and affecting these guys in a special way. They were in this truck transporting this dead body is what I believe was happening. And it's weird because the dead body actually, you can see the effects of what happens. So the reason this is important is you got to think about dying in this game. Every time you die, you leave a big void, aka like a big explosion happens, and you destroy the area in the game. So if you kill someone, forget about you dying. If you kill someone, the same thing can happen. So if you can see here, they're going to dispose this body. They use that gold. Instead, the creatures take it. But again, how does this mechanic work? How does it work? And how is it going to work overall? I've already given you the summary of what we know, confirmed from Kojima about the game. But now the question is, how much deeper does it go? So if every person I kill are going to leave a void unless I dispose the body, or every person I kill is going to come back as a creature, all those beautiful ideas are 100% possible and 100% amazingly fun, because Kojima does this all the time in his messages about anti-war. Don't kill nobody in his video games. It's not about killing in this video game. It's about keeping people alive. And it's a beautiful thing. As you can see here, this guy kills his own partner. He was just trying to save him, but once the creatures try to take him, he shot him dead. And that's a perfect example of this game not wanting those creatures to take you alive, because then it becomes a problem. So it is an interesting concept for the game. If they're alive, the creatures might do something special with you. If you're dead, they can't do nothing special with you. You might leave a void out, but you won't. So, for example, this guy tries to kill himself. He doesn't want to get captured alive because something bad could happen to him. He'll probably be stuck in a death stranding if he's alive and gets caught. Instead, he tries to shoot, but they stop him, take him away. But he's so desperate to kill himself, he pulls out a knife on his own and he kills himself. Spoiler alert. A little bit of a spoiler alert. Hope y'all don't mind. So you look at that and you say, whoa. So don't get caught alive by these things, because it's going to affect you in a very, very, very special way. And what's funny is if you die, you're going to create a void. And this is why. This game shows you why the void happens. All right. So this guy who's floating gets eaten by this creature. This creature takes all the dead things and swallowed it. And there's an explosion that happens with that. And that is where it is interesting, because that void we'll see later on in the game. But it's an example of how these mechanics are all going to play out in the long run. And we're going to fast forward through this. I already talked about how this is gameplay, and I talked about all that stuff. We're going to show you when you come back to life. Look at the void that was left behind. This is what you're going to leave behind every time you or someone dies. You're going to leave a giant void, a big void. Let's just pause how big this thing is. I don't think it's going to be that big when the game releases. I think it's an example. But Kojima said when you die, this is what you will leave behind. Okay? You take a look at that and you say, really? Really, bro? So you're not going to want to go around killing everybody in this video game. Okay? So that's just some thoughts to kind of digest and to take into consideration. But let's keep it moving. We're going to switch it back. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, rocking with me. There's I have to take a moment, guys, and stop the Death Stranding stuff. I know y'all. If y'all got any more questions, go right ahead. I wanted to talk to Doughboy and J Era. I don't know if J Era's in the building also. Doughboy, if you got a second, make sure that J Era is watching so I can showcase something for you guys and to you guys, and make it work. All right. So take a second and get him on the stream to watch the stream so that we can make it happen. I'll answer these last questions here. Is there a way to see the BTs visually instead of invisibly? The baby's the only way, but you can't see every detail about them with that. Also, this video tells me that people can possibly truly die. People die can be possessed. No, the people that are possessed are the ones that are alive, most likely. When you die, you have that void. You create a big explosion, and you can come back to life. But it's just a weird game because you can die. You're going to create a big voided area, and then you're going to come back to life. So it's just weird. But if you get taken alive by those things, I don't know what happens. No one knows exactly. But I think you become one of them, and you start going after people too. So it's a complicated type of world that we're living in. Can't wait for this game to release. Yeah, bro. Me too, man. Me too. All right, so Doughboy says yes. Okay, so all right, we're going to take a second here. I want to showcase some scenes and different things. So this is my Metal Gear. Kick back with me. Enjoy some conversation between us. I'm in my office. This is my little office. This is my little Metal Gear office. If people don't know who are watching, I'm a big Metal Gear Solid fan. It's my favorite game. This is an office in the video game that I am in right now. And we got my little lamp. We got my little candle. We got the little Metal Gear item over there. This is my world. All right. Now all of this is virtual reality because I'm actually in my house with socks on right now. Damn, I'm getting so old. Hey, if I back up, I can do it better. Okay? It's like I'm like 2 feet away from the camera, man. Anyway, so I'm here in my house, all right? If you want to see the real deal, and this is the reason I'm showcasing this, everybody that's watching that's not like, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? Well, Doughboy7 is my family, and I have him and his brother watching the stream, and they want to start doing content, creating content. So I'm going to take time right this minute and spoiler alert my stream with back behind the scenes look on how everything works and how it's not a real set, and I'm just added graphics and visuals to this, and I want them to learn, so I'm going to show them the ropes a little bit, kinda, sorta. So first of all, what you're looking at is literally just a background image, guys. Sorry to spoil it for you. I wish it was the real deal, and I wish I had an office that was the Metal Gear themed office, but it's not. All right, and we got to get over it. And be mad at me all you want. I'm about to ruin it. All right. So then now, what are you looking at? That's my video game stuff. I'm going to take that off too. So now we just got a black screen. And all of a sudden, my imaginary lamp, my imaginary candle that's not really there. And I can't even put my hand over there because I have the camera only to here. And then my imaginary, this is just a ruined set. I just ruined everything. I'm getting off. But why is it all black? Am I in a black room? No, this is because my camera has a green screen setup behind it. All right, so I don't want to do this. I'm going to ruin my camera setup. All right, so I don't want to take off this feature, but I might have to show you guys. Here we go. All right, so that's the green screen I'm in. That's the real life version of what you're seeing. Unfortunately, it's just a green screen, and it's a cheap one. I think I paid $30 for this thing. It's just a curtain. All right, I can take that down and show you my whole house, but it's just a green screen. And the reason why I'm showing you that is because all of this is done for free in my house with a $30 curtain, a green screen curtain. You can buy that anywhere. All right. But then instead, it looks like a nice, fancy, fake Metal Gear. The revolution has been televised. All right, y'all. So now my guy is in a tent. Exactly. You see, Slim Merc is in the building. Thank you for coming by, brother. That's another family member. Black Hole. You're killing the magic, bro. Nah, man, I wouldn't. Slim said have Mag pay Mag to set it all up for you. No, 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 no. I'll do it for free. That's my family. Doughboy and Jay Era. That's my family, man. But so check it out. So this is it. This is the illusion. All right. So it looks like a nice little. Yo, he's a Metal Gear guy. He's in a Metal Gear office. This is from the video game. This is a picture from the video game office, and I'm in the office for fake. All right. So for everybody else, I will pay. You can pay me, and then we can set it up. So that's how that works. Okay. Now there's simple things inside of this stream. I'm gonna showcase. Let me see. Okay, the scrolling on the bottom right here, that's just text, man. That is just text and a small little background to it so that it can go they're in this program OBS that I'm using. You can just go to scrolls text and then type in your scroll text and it'll scroll for you. That's it. It's not rocket science. It takes time to learn, but if you have someone like me who can show you the ropes, you'll be able to make a better version of it. This is coming from somebody who doesn't do graphics, somebody who doesn't know how to edit, somebody who doesn't know how to do any of that. You know what I mean? So let's keep rolling down this terrible journey that I decided to go on right now. So if you see the little thing that's flashing up top over there, wait, over there, this right here, it says Metal Gear Solid Family. That is just text that I use from a website. Quick edit, real quick, 2 seconds, putting words together, and that's it. And we were done. It wasn't that hard. It's not hard. It's not rocket science either. You know what I'm saying? That's simple stuff. Now, transitions between OBS, there's this thing called swipe, right? So when my scene changes, it's gonna do a swipe effect. That's all I did. I pressed one button so it can be a swipe. And now this is what happens. It's swiped. You see what I'm saying? So it swiped me and it put in the new scene. And this scene also isn't special. This area that I'm in is the one that you saw earlier, but I don't, as you could tell, I don't have my candles or none of this stuff. All right. So I'm going to display that later, Fire, so just give it a second. So up here is an image and another image on the left. So this is just good visuals, right? So I just put a icon in the middle. Let me see, where is it? Oh, no. Right here. This icon right here that is blinking right now, it's just a picture of something I put in there. You're going to put your icon in there, make it your way. There's different ways to do it. So, apologies. So there's a lot of different formulas on how to set all this up and how you want to display it in your own way. All I did was add a YouTube capture video on the left over there. So that's what you're watching. It's YouTube. So if I want to be an idiot and scroll down on the video, and now you're looking at YouTube, the page. This is just a website. All right, I'm on YouTube watching these videos right now. You can watch all the comments, you can read everything, or I can scroll up and capture just a YouTube video. So that's how I do my little format and setup to make visuals look good for everybody. All right, this isn't magic. This isn't hard work. That's how that goes. And then this scene is the same thing, the YouTube video with extra little graphics added to it. And then there's things like this where it's just a dual stream where I got my camera and then I got my YouTube stuff over there. Those are all similar setups, easy to do. You can make better ones. I don't try too hard. I just do what I think is decent. This is respectable. This is decent stuff there. I'm like, you know what? This is cool. I'll set it up. I don't have a stream deck. I use straight off of the And as a matter of fact, you know what we're gonna do, guys? I'm gonna do even one crazier right now. I'm gonna go into a black screen here, and give me a second. How do I go to capture display capture? Here we go. I'm gonna capture my whole TV. I don't know if this is gonna be a smart idea. This is probably the worst idea that I can do right now, but it's not working. Display capture, video. Okay, so this isn't working. I was gonna show you everything to teach you guys right away. For some reason, doesn't want to do it. Apologies, guys. Oh, that's a no. This would have been perfect. I would have been able to get you guys the full scale version so you can learn some things as we go. Apologies. Anyways, he said he was about to see a horror screen. What I was going to do is show you the back side of this so that y'all can figure it out and do it yourselves. And for some reason, it's not allowing me. Let me try it one more time, man. I shouldn't give up. Video window captures. Let's just try this. No, that's not going to work. Cancel. Alright, so this isn't working, folks. We're seeing the Death Stranding happen live on video. There's no way to do it. It usually works, so this is weird that it's not working. But I usually can. I don't know if it's because I had something else connected to this. So it's kind of just saying negative, negative. Hold on a second, man. Yeah, it's not going to work, guys. Anyway, OBS is a very easy and simple software to use. You don't have to be a rocket science. You just need to take a little bit of time and go from there. All right. So those are the setups. All right. So this isn't magic, and I have a whole bunch of other setups I can show you guys. I don't know if my stream is gonna crash. If it crashes, good. I'm gonna restart and I'm gonna be able to show everything to you guys. But let's take a second. All right, so I'm back. Apologies for that. We're gonna flip around a little bit. Hope y'all don't mind. My camera's acting crazy right now. There we go. All right, so this right here is my actual NBA Live setup. So I run a league, a basketball league, for a video game called NBA Live. And we have a season, the playoffs, everything. Amazing stuff. Like, I'm not trying to advertise, but I want to just show you guys another different platform. I have tons of these for different things I do. So this right here is similar. I'm not going to show you guys my tricks this time. Maybe I should. All right, so check it. You see this beautiful desk? Let's move the desk. Where's the desk? Come on, where's the desk? Okay. BRB. There's this. I'm trying to find a desk. I don't know what's going on. Desk. There it is. Ready? The illusion. Ah! I'm not behind a desk, bro. I'm not behind a desk. This is me just setting it up. So this is another setup, right? So now instead of having a transition that was regular, I have a video that I put in so that every time I switch the scene, it pops in there, which is a basketball running to the court. You see? Bam! So now it shows that basketball running to the court. It's a pretty cool little setup. We're going to put this on here. Even though this isn't about basketball, this video here isn't about basketball. So this is another similar setup where I got my visuals and then I got the game stuff. It'll be basketball most of the time. And then every time I switch, it does this setup. So you understand? So this is the formula. This is the how I run my streams and how I do my overall. All right? But yeah, so that's the way it works, man. And I have tons of these different styles that I took time, an hour or two sometimes, to master all of this and to do it perfectly just so that I can have good presentations for everybody out there. I have my league where I'm the commentator. I am the commissioner, the manager. I run it. A bunch of different players play in the league. They play in the league. They're seasoned and they play in the playoffs. It's amazing. Good time. Then I have my Metal Gear stuff. You just saw that with the Kojima and Metal Gear and all of those good things that I do. I have my regular streaming stuff. I have different games that I do this for. So um, there's just endless amounts of variety that I have. Let me go into here. We're gonna go into All right, fellas, the mic is back. Sheesh. First of all, don't ever try to change scenes. So this is a lot to load during a stream. So I have different saved settings for different games. You saw a Metal Gear themed one. You saw NBA Live. Now you're watching an Anthem game themed one. Oh damn. So all of these, and this one took a while to load. Luckily the stream didn't crash, but the concept is still the same, right? So all of these really cool graphics, these are themed to this video game. These are specific to this video game. So this game is Anthem. Well, I'm not gonna play it, but I'm gonna put it on like I am gonna play it. So where is it? Right here. All right. So Anthem, I have it on there. What's going on with my stream, man? Sheesh. You guys ruined everything. Trying to teach some people on my stream, and this is what I'm going through. I hope they still there, because I'm gonna be so mad these mother flexes left. You know. But anyway, so this is the theme. This is the format. This is the system. And this is all simple stuff. One step at a time. You know. It's not really complicated. And what are we doing now? Let's go for the last one. This is the last time it's gonna crash. Ready? The camera's working. Yay! And the mic. Wow. The mic is working. And the camera. Perfect. Alright, so this is the one for the game that we've been talking about, Death Stranding. But alright, so everybody, you got the tour. And the reason I'm displaying all this for those who just got here, two family members, my two cousins, are going to be doing a podcast show every week, and they're going to get into streaming or content creating in general. So I wanted to show them the capabilities of OBS and the things you can add to it. So first of all, this didn't come like this. I'll give y'all an example. The text that's in the back that's blinking, anything that blinks, it's me added. I added this to the background, all right? This girl right here that's behind me over there, she's somebody I put in. I put that in there. All right? Let's see what else we got. Sam on the right, over here, down there. It's going to be blinking in a second. He's also not a part of this scene. Mads, the guy in the middle, like right here, that's blinking, he's not a part of this scene. These are just stupid things I added for fun to make this a theme about the game I like. So this is the logo for the game that we're talking about. All right. And then you come over here. This is another imaginary image that doesn't belong there that I just added to it to make it have some flavor. You understand? All of these things I added to it to give it some flavors. Just adding images on top of images on top of images on top of things. All you're doing. It's not rocket science. It's not some complicated, mastery of creation. This is all just learning OBS and having fun with it. All right. So there you go. That is the concept. That is the themes. That is everything you need to know, more or less. Whatever. And I'm going to the last one of the day. Oh, wait. And this is my logo. It's a video that I added so that every single time I transition, it shows this video. So every time I go in and out of something, this is going to pop up as my transition. And then my video is going to come out, which is this right here, me hanging out with you guys. And there it is. That is the mastery, and I'm done. I hope y'all learned something. I did the best I could, man. I got to read through all y'all messages. I didn't get to read through all this. I missed out on the jokes because I know y'all was joking out here. Always eating on stream. Do you believe possible to die? You already said that. Yes, I already saw that. Thank you, by the way, to Fire Marth for coming through and subscribe. I mean, following. You're killing the magic, bro. Black Hole. This guy's in a tent. I already read some of those. Uh, he actually sings songs and plays the guitar on the subway for quarters. I actually never done that, but that would be cool. I do play guitar and I do sing, but yeah, you need to get around to transitions for sure, man. It's a good thing to have. It just helps in general. Do I use Stream Deck? No, I already said answer that. His butt was worse than a Keen doll there. What are you talking about? One is the best setup, bro. This one. Okay. Jump scare incoming. We should have done that. That would have been dope, right? Don't do it, bro. You're about to see a horror scene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Y'all funny. Use discretion advised. Man, I already missed out on all this. Bottoms up. Yeah, so Streamlabs OBS for Fire Moth is the exact same thing. Doughboy and my cousin were talking about wanting to use that, and I said, if you're a streamer and your PC is capable to do it, cool. But what they want to do is make videos and things like that. So it's a different setup that they're gonna utilize. Dual setup is the best in my opinion. I'm not sure what you mean by dual. You mean like dual screens, like having the thing? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. All right, I'm almost there. All right, we read everything. We're back. Thank you guys. Okay, thank you for hanging with me. I did the best I could. I showed y'all what I can. I hope that was good enough for you to get you motivated to say, I could do that better because he got some whack stuff. Or you could say, oh, he really worked hard even though he sucks at graphics to make all this stuff look cool, even though it's probably not that cool if he showed you the ropes on how simple it is to do. Do you know what I mean? So go for it is all I'm saying. Make it happen. Stop with the bullshit. You know what I mean? Everybody talks a good game, and people will talk about you. Oh, he's doing some. Blah blah blah. Why would you do that? You know, it was a couple years ago. I stopped working construction, and I started work. And I hate to say the story, but I have to. I stopped working construction, and I was getting paid good money doing construction, but gaming was so much fun, and I was making decent money doing gaming. So I left, and my mother, the love of my life, she's the greatest person I know as a human being. But in her mind, she was just not capable to understand. And at the time, and she's asking me, like, how and why would you leave such good money to do gaming? You know, she's older, 60 years old now. And she's asking me, and this is like 2 years ago or something, and I was making pretty good money back then because I was doing this in a different level than I am now. So it was just a lot of stuff going on, and it was good. And she asked me that, and I had to tell her, I'm like, listen, if I do what I love and I get paid pretty much almost the same compared to doing something I hate and getting paid a little bit extra, it's not worth it. My happiness is worth more. Plus, this is paying my bills, so I got to do it. It's not paying my bills anymore the way it used to. It used to really give me some good money, but now I'm more like, I got to take it to the next level again and be consistent and get back on board the way I was. But the moral of it is I told her that story, and it touched her, and it changed her perspective, and she doesn't think of it negatively anymore. She looks at it like, damn, my son is doing what he likes and getting paid for it and loving it and having fun. You know, she's supportive, and she's very supportive. She's been supportive for the past couple years, but it's something at first she's very hesitant, as a mother should be, She looks at her son doing something and saying, "Why would you give up a career job with good money to go do some, you know, random gaming stuff?" But yeah. So moral of the story is just keep going, keep pushing. Not everybody's gonna see the vision. Not everybody sees what you see. So you can't get mad at them because they don't see what you see. If someone don't believe in you, or somebody's not investing in you or pushing you forward, don't get mad. Don't even think about them. Keep focusing on what you're doing and use that motivation to say, I'm gonna prove myself right, and these people are gonna have to accept it either way. And you can do great things in your life. It's not about gaming. This is about music. This is about a career, fun, anything you want to do with yourself. Just go for it, because a lot of people will tell you, look at him, he tried to do this, and you know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to be an actor and you're like coming out in small movies, and they're like, oh, he's never gonna make it. All he's doing is at least you came out in something. You did something more than what others ever did in their life. Most people just spend time pointing fingers at other people trying to do things with their lives. So never allow that to bring you down or slow you down when you're like, oh, they tried, they never did it, compared to they never tried at all. You know what I mean? I would prefer to take I tried and I had fun doing what I was doing while I was doing it than I never tried at all. I just stuck to my 9 to 5 and lived a normal life, a miserable life that wasn't the one I wanted. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's way off topic, all the way off. I'm all the way off. But there you go, man. That's what's popping. Enough of this rambling stuff. We had a good time, man. We had a good time. Actually, speaking of good time, I gotta slow down these videos. I hope that message was clear and it was decisive for you guys, and you can take it with you everywhere you go and utilize it for your life and your goals and your purpose, and just live your happiness. You know what I mean? Forget about living your dream. Live your happiness. All right? Live your happiness. If you told me you wanted to open up a shoe store, it's just weird. Nobody's ever told me that. There's never been a person in my lifetime that's told me I want to open up a shoe store. Never, till this day. But guess what? If that's what you want to do, go for it. Be a shoe creator. You know what I mean? That's just the reality. Bro, you could text me right here. Why you want me to check my text messages? I'm looking at the chat. You're in the chat with me, Doughboy. If it ain't about personal life, business, you could just text me right here. As long as it ain't private about your personal life. Come on, man. Anyway, so that's my message. So be a shoe. If you want to open a shoe store, go ahead, man. Guess what? Live your happiness. Don't worry about people judging you for that. You little foot person. Little freaky ass foot person. You know what I mean? Just live your happiness. Not about your dreams and all that everybody want to try to put pressure on you, your goal and whatever. Cool. But the happiness behind it is what matters. So if you lose sight of your happiness during following your dream, then there's no reason to follow the dream that's not going to make you happy. You know what I mean? I want to be a millionaire. Then I sell myself short, sell my soul to be a millionaire. Now I'm miserable, but I got the millionaire. I got my dream done, but I never got my happiness behind it. It's not worth it. So these type of things, of the information of understanding to love yourself first, man, regardless of what the world try to spit at you and hit you with, man, because everybody want to hit you with something. Everybody got their own twist, you know what I mean? And never let that affect you. Bro, what you want me to do with my text messages? I'm on my text message. I don't see nothing. This guy's a weirdo. Anyway, talk to me in the chat, dog. But anyway, so that's the message, and that's where you got to understand and get into. And once you do that, you're getting to another place and you're moving forward. Oh, Doughboy just sent me a image of his logo. That's pretty dope, man. I never would have thought. That's pretty dope. I like that. That's pretty dope. It's a little controversial with the colors and stuff. But you know, the color setup is a little controversial. I don't want to say it on stream, but it's definitely popping. Overall, the image is amazing. It's just the color format is a little controversial in today's cancel culture. But yeah, so anyway, so I want to get into this game for a second. I'm not gonna play a lot of it. I just want to hang out and talk, but I'm gonna play the game to talk with you guys as I play the game. So Hideo Kojima put out an amazing video game, and we're gonna take a quick second to look at it, and just to see its mechanics in a way and its overall. And I believe that Death Stranding is gonna have a lot of these type of mechanics. So as you see here, one thing that I'm gonna show you that Death Stranding definitely has is its item selection setup. So when you looked at Death Stranding, right, if you paid attention to the gameplay, Sam was able to select gear to wear. So it's like, all right, let's put on these gear to wear. And then he has his main weapons, of course, whatever. He also has his secondaries. And then you have your overall. These are 4 different items. The D-pad, up, down, left, right on a D-pad is what lets you select these items. So if I hold the D-pad to the right, these items pop up. If I hold down, it's left or right, and so forth. The reason this is important is because a lot of video games don't do it as good as Kojima does with this game. You have so many items you can select back and forth easily, and it's a vital part of video gaming is the actual player control setup is most important for your full experiences. There are some games that probably have a dope world, dope enemies, but their player movement sucks. So for example, as you can see here, his movement is so good I can make him do the shuffle dance right now. I'm just trying to be silly. But so he's really good. So his speed, he's agile, he can move quick. I put on a gun real quick. I can dive. Like the most dynamic gameplay you can name. I'm gonna look behind me. Oh my god, run, he's almost close, go. So I just keep going, dive, shoot forward. You know, these just mechanics that are top notch. You can see I can lay here, lay this way. When I'm aiming this way, look around, and I just turn my whole body around. Small little details like that you might not think of. I can lay down, or I can crouch. You know what I mean? Those are the type of things you can do that are very, very special. You can even traverse as far as what they call it, parkour, which is basically freestyling jumping. Jump down. Almost killed myself right there. But these type of mechanics, little things, little details, climbing up, silly stuff that you're gonna see in Death Stranding for the most part. It's gonna be a little different because it's using the Horizon Zero Dawn game, which we're gonna play also in a couple minutes. I just wanted to show y'all some of these mechanics on this game. So it's just really good format and system for this game that you can do a lot of great stuff with. All right, and we're gonna go. Let me see what I'm about to do. I have to get back to my regular base. I don't even remember how to get back to my regular base, dude. Oh my god. Alright, let's just call a helicopter. How about that? There we go. And get on a helicopter, get up out of here. So anyway, so those little mechanics like that are important. The items, being able to select items with a D-pad, amazing. Kojima's gonna do that again. Little details like that are gonna be vital for the overall experience. And if you said you never played Uh, I think I might have a code for the Phantom Pain, man. I might be able to get you this game. I might have one stored way back in all of my old codes. This game is amazing, man. This game is so amazing. You definitely would want to play this before Death Stranding. You have 2 weeks. This game will take you 40 plus hours to beat the story alone. And it has so much more to it also. So right now I'm just cooling out on the heli, looking around. By the way, I was just at my conservation center for animals. But that has nothing to do with the Death Stranding. But the point is, the gameplay on this game, to me, is the sharpest in any video game ever. And this is why I love this game so much, because the controls feel so good. If you learn to use them properly, you have the most power as a player to be able to utilize them. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna go to a little side mission, guys, and I figure rescue somebody or something. Eliminate the armed truck. Heavy inventory. There's not a lot of missions I can do. Let's go for this one here.
Please select a landing zone.
I'm gonna get into a war when I get there. This isn't exactly the most stealthy version of the gameplay, and I'm gonna use non-lethal weapons also. And I'm going to bring Quiet this time. So you have 4 buddies, companions you can utilize. Quiet is a sniper you can use. I was just using a dog. We're gonna go to Quiet so I can showcase her for you guys. So the reason I'm showcasing this game, and I'm about to show some mechanics that I know more or less will be in Death Stranding for you guys. Shout out to Big Ross. I didn't even notice that you were here. Thank you for coming by. You said the last one you played was on PS1, bro. Wow. Alright, if you want to talk about how you should, this is a good question, and we're going to pause this stream just to discuss that, because I want to talk about it. So, how should you play the series if you're going to play the whole series? So, here's the deal. There's 2 ways to go about it. Well, there's 3 ways in my opinion, but the way I would recommend it is, it's weird. It's a weird way. But there's the chronological order, which starts with MGS3, and then it goes into Peace Walker, and then it goes into Ground Zeroes, and then it goes into this game, the Phantom Pain, and then after this you'll play the 2 Nintendo versions. Then you play the PlayStation 1 Metal Gear Solid, then you play part 2, then you'll play part 4, and you'll be done with the series. And it's in chronological order, meaning the real lifetime version. So you'll start in the 60s with MGS3, then you go into the 70s and 80s and 90s, and you all the way up to the finale with MGS4. So it's a complicated weave to get into. But a lot of people can play the way the games were released. It's very difficult to play these old retro games after you play the new ones, because you're like, these new ones are so good. Like, this game is too good. If you play this and then you go back, you're like, the controls are weak. They're not weak. They're just past their time. And you got to respect the fact that they're older games and you play the retro style of games. Some people can't respect it. I respect it enough to say, okay, it was revolutionary at the time when it released. It's not anymore. You know what I mean? So, anyway, long story short, so you can play it on release order, which is the simple, most efficient way to get the memory of the evolution of the games. And it's very beautiful that way, because the story still ties in so good. It's all over the place. It's different stories being told. Solid Snake story, Raiden's story, Big Boss's story, and it just goes everywhere, and it's so amazing regardless if you do it that way or not. And I say, why not go for it? But for me, if you want to get all messed up in the head and just really dive in, you play Ground Zeroes, you play this game, and you're like, what is this story about? This is like Ground Zeroes in this game has a mystery to it that even people who beat the whole thing still like, wow, this is what happens. And it's like, what? And it doesn't impact you in the way you want it to. It impacts you in the way it's designed to. And you feel the phantom pain in this game. And then if you like the gameplay and all that, it's the first of its class. There's no other game like it. So if you play the older ones, you're going to play different experiences. Remember, this series is 30 years old. So it's hard. And there's a lot of games. So there's literally 9 games in total to play. So you're going to have a lot to run through. You're going to have to dedicate hours and hours every day. Some games are quick. You can beat them fairly quick. And then there's games that are just long, and it's going to take a lot of your time. And they're all amazing experiences separately for different reasons and beautifully mastered with a message behind each one. And they actually all connect into a deeper message about anti-war and things like that. So I would say 100% go for it, man. Actually, if you stream Big Ross, do me the favor and hit me up on Twitter when you're going to stream. I can get Konami to retweet you. I can get some Kojima employees to retweet you. And you can, showcase your skills or your experience. Because I always feel it's fun to see people play the game for the first time. But let's get in here and see what's going down. This is going to be a bad mission. I'm going right into the enemy's base. And my ship can get destroyed the moment I land. But we'll see what happens. I do have this girl here with me. And I wasn't looking at her boobs. I should go look at her boobs. No, but so these guys are gonna start a war with me. There's gonna be some enemies in here shooting at me in a second. I guarantee it. Look at this guy right here. You know what I mean? Drop down, baby. Got him. So I haven't played this in a while, man. I feel kind of like I'm new to this right now. So I have Quiet, right? She's up there. I can call in and do commands for her. I'm going to tell her to cease fire because she's killing everybody right now. Pretty sure she is. Tell her to stand down. I'm going to show y'all something if there's an enemy somewhere. Like, you see this guy down here? I'm going to tell her to cover me real quick.
Cease cover fire. Begin cover fire.
Hold on.
Cover me.
Have her cover me real quick. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy with me. So,
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
oh damn, I done messed up.
Stand down.
I'm trying to figure something out here for a second. Yeah, for sure. So what Turkey's talking about? Yeah, I agree because Metal Gear is so special. Like, I'll give you an example without spoiling all those games you're gonna play. MGS1, right? The thing with Metal Gear is that there's so many layers to the games. Let's see if this guy sees me, and if Quiet can shoot him when he does. I want him to see me. I'm stealing this guy. So I'll give you an example. Each game, right, has a personal message for you about life, and it makes you decide what you think is best in every of those games. Each game has themes that connect the gameplay, the story, the characters, overall into that one theme and that one message and that one concept. All of them are connected to a bigger concept, which is anti-war and things like that. Now, what happens is the game also has political messages that are happening in this world. So, for example, Death Stranding, the new game, which is not Metal Gear, but Death Stranding is talking about President Trump and how he divided us. He separated us, and he's making us fall apart from our normal selves. And we have to reconnect the world by coming together, supporting each other, and doing what's right. This is who I'm supposed to save. And that's what Death Stranding is talking about politically in its game. It's a very powerful game to be able to even address things like this. The fact that it does that at all.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Subject is in.
So, on top of that, it has its personal messages for the players, and it has a lot of cool things like that. Is there another guy over there? Let me see some. Wait. What am I doing? No. I thought there was a guy. So I'm just hanging out right now, not really playing this game. I'm more talking with you guys. I wanted to come to a side mission that I just did right there just to avoid getting into real action and dying right away. Because I'm not concentrating on this. But, so each of the Metal Gear games also have a message about the times that they were in. And they really address it in a special way, but they also address it for the players. So if you kill someone, if you kill a certain amount of people, or you do certain things, each of the games has consequences behind it, and they make you feel a way, and you have to decide who you are and how you are as a person in the game, but in real life too, because it's judging you in the sense of like, all right, well, you didn't have to kill him, but you ended up doing it anyways. You know what I mean? Like, what does that say about you? Those type of cool little messages in the games, and there's so many different connections. And then it also breaks the fourth wall. A lot of bosses and people in your team will talk directly to you. You got to go to the back of the CD to find the codec to talk to someone. You got to take the controller out and plug it in somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, just a lot of little psychological things to mess with you that are connecting the story to real life in different ways that are unique. And that's why I say you'll have a good time with the overall experience. Let me see. It says, Big Ross said, is Death Stranding the Norman Reedus and Freaky Fetus game? Yo, Big Ross is the legend for that quote. Listen, I'm stealing that quote. I do a lot of freestyles on my streams. Like, dudes tell me to freestyle for them and stuff. And I'm going to remember that. Death Stranding, the Norman Reedus, and the Freaky Fetus. You know what I mean? It all flows together. I'll kick a little bar one day with that. Yeah, that's definitely what is it. That's definitely what that game is. But it's made by Kojima, and it's a weird game, but it's supposed to be that way. I just came up here for no reason. I don't know what I was thinking. Ow! Almost killed myself, guys. Alright, so... Alright, we're done fooling around in here. I didn't use her the way I should. I might have to go somewhere else and use her. Is there anything close by? Not really. Not really. You gotta go over here. Alright, so... Anyway, so yeah, man. So when you play the game, man, just have fun with it. I'm calling in my horse to get a ride. Play the game, have fun with it. Look deeper into the messages and the concepts. The reason why is because it's just a beautiful thing, and that's what Kojima does. He's a master. He's still gonna give you a dope game. God of War is a dope game, but it doesn't have these personal messages the way Death Stranding does. It doesn't have these bigger overalls. You know what I mean? Those are the type of things that you gotta really, really love. Did it drop? Oh, there it goes.
Buddy has arrived.
I was just trying to call my horse. So it's a pretty cool mechanic here. Can call in for backup for my friends here. But anyway. So yeah, man, that's where, if I would say you're gonna play Metal Gear, definitely do that.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
I'm out here
updated.
fighting through the storm. I'm trying to sneak through because I don't want them guys to see me on the right. I'm about to fall off a cliff, man. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just riding, baby. I'm just riding. Let me see my mini map. I think there's a mountain in my way. I'm facing a mountain, man. Do you see? I'm trying to get somewhere, but I don't know if this mountain's gonna let me. Yeah, I gotta go around. Anyway, but anyway, yeah. So that's why Death Stranding is gonna be top notch. I already know Kojima's mastery all of these games that I played, and I would say, you know, take it all in. I would probably say go with the release date order. And apologies for this gameplay right now. It's dangerous to be traveling with all this craziness, but I've played this enough to know I'm safe, basically. Like, I have thousands of hours on this game.
Enemy presence detected. The map
And
has
I'm
been
in a bad
updated.
area. It's all good, baby, baby. I would laugh if I say I know I'm safe and then I just fall off a cliff. I'm kind of following a road, sort of. It's like right there. You see it? See, I was going the right way, guys. But yeah, man, start off with the release order because the retro games are just a blast. And then the story makes sense too that way. It'll make more sense chronologically, to be honest. But gameplay wise, I think it's better to just start off with the old stuff, get it out the way, then play the new generation where you're like, oh my god,
Enemy
this is
presence
amazing.
detected. The map
You know,
has
a
been
whole different
updated.
experience, man. Am I going the right way, guys? Sheesh, I'm questioning myself now. But yeah, so that's what the deal is, man. That's what the deal is. That's all I got for today. I gave y'all everything I got. Now I'm just gonna cool out. I just want to play this one last mission, and then we're gonna stop.
Enemy presence detected. The map
I'm gonna
has
call
been
in quiet
updated.
again, so that she can scout the area for me.
Please
So I'm
select a
sending in
deployment point.
my top sniper,
Dispatch requested.
taking this horse. She's going away. See you later, horsey. And she's gonna come in. You're gonna see her right up top there. I'm just gonna wait it out,
Departing
just so y'all can
area
see
of operations.
small little details. All right, so she's gonna pop up right up there. She's coming off of the sky. They're gonna let her drop in a parachute. See her right here. Let me stand up so I can look at her. It's hard to keep up with that speed. See how she's coming down? It's hard to see. I can't zoom out. Oh, I could zoom out. All right, so there she is right there. She's a beast. She's got superpowers, and she's an amazing sniper. And she's gonna start marking all these douches for me, real quick. Oh, wait a minute. These are not even. Okay, these are the those creatures. All right. I almost killed myself, man. Alright, so we gotta get in here and eliminate these things. Is there somebody down there? No. So now I can command her to take aim at this guy.
Ready.
She's gonna shoot him, and I'm gonna shoot the other guy. Y'all ready for this? I missed. So I can tell her to kill him. Look, I told her to shoot him, and she took him out. So now I could just tell her to cover me, and she'll just be shooting everybody. We can do stealth kills if I tell her to take aim.
Begin cover fire.
No, wait. If I tell her to take aim at somebody, and I'll shoot their friends, we'll do like a double kill setup. It's pretty dope. She's a very, very powerful tool in this game. Anyway, this has nothing to do with what I wanted to talk about with Death Stranding. All of a sudden I'm into the game again. I haven't played it in a little while. Been pretty busy with other games. But it's pretty dope. Let me move up a little bit. I'm sure there's other enemies around somewhere. Looks like there isn't. Looks like everybody's gone. Oh wow, there goes one. Okay, hold on.
That's the target.
I'm gonna try to take aim at him, and I'm gonna shoot this guy. You ready? That didn't work. Hold on. I'm doing it all wrong, guys. It's been a while, okay?
On my command.
She's taking aim at him, and once I shoot this guy, she'll shoot the other guy. Sheesh. Here I go. Let me do this right. So she's finding a new position. Somewhere where she can hit some more targets higher up. So wherever you go, she'll go. Like I went back here, so she's going back here now. She has a better view there. Anyways, let's go this way for a second. I just want to see something. I'm not showing this buddy system too well right now. Clearly, I'm a rookie right now. Is there only 2 guys in this whole map? It's weird. Usually there's more of those creatures. It is what it is. Anyway, so this game's gameplay elements are going to be similar to what Death Stranding has for the most part when it comes to, for example, whoops, sorry about that. The items, being able to have so many items. This game has tons of stuff. For example, this is my non-lethal, but I can put a sleeper mine down. I can put some smoke. I can drop a stun grenade. This is all in one shot, alright? So I can do, oh damn. I can do the sleeper grenades where it puts people to sleep. It's just gas basically. And then this loadout is specific for hunting. So I have bait here that smells really good. It's like an aroma. You can see it right there. So if I want to catch animals, I drop a catcher here, for example. Then I put the aroma, and then I'll catch something, and you know, keep it. You can collect animals. And then there's these little decoys. These are just random stuff. And this decoy just looks like me and it talks. It's just silly stuff like this in this game, man. I'm telling you. You have the box that I can just sit in and hide if an enemy comes around. I can also stand up. Sorry about that. And move around in the box and slide. Also, I can put images in the box. So if I want to put a dope female, actually I know this girl. She's a sweetheart. She's the best. She plays this game and she's just a sweetheart. I have to hit her up again. Really something special. Just look at her. Sorry about that. Had a little moment. You got the night vision goggles. You know, just random items. And I don't have all the items. I can put more items on. The point is, there's a lot of items. And Death Stranding is going to have a ton of them. And there's just so much going on in this game, man. I'm not even going to play it more. I just wanted to showcase a little bit of it. Then we're going to get into one more game, which I truly love. Death Stranding's engine is made by this game. Alright? So you're going to get a whole bunch of mechanics from this game in Death Stranding. And you're going to get a whole bunch of possibly features from this game in Death Stranding. We've already seen that they're showcasing a lot of special people, random guests coming in. I'm 100% certain that some of these games create characters will end up in Death Stranding. So I don't know if it's going to be the machines, which I think it will be some, or some real characters. I don't think the real characters would be in there. So most likely we'll fight one of these machines. And this game has some dope ass machines, like really amazing ones. I'm not sure which machines will pop up. Maybe a couple of them. Kojima's partnered with this studio, and they're really good people together. So 100% certain he's going to use some of these creatures in Death Stranding to us to fight or to use against enemies, something. Gotta eat a little something. All right, so sorry about that. Gotta eat. Wait a minute, am I in the end? Okay, so let's just look at her gameplay mechanics. It's been a while since I played this also, but we'll figure it out. So visually this game is bright. Kojima's game is a lot more darker, but I believe we're going to get some areas that are going to be bright as this area is. But this game is super bright. Right, so she has the slide button. I'm trying to remember all the buttons. The jump. Hey, look at that thing over there. We're going to have to fight some enemies real quick. We're going for the action, guys. This mechanic is amazing. It's one of my favorite animations in this game. Alright, so the reason why we're playing this game, this is a Death Stranding stream, but the reason we're playing this game is because the Death Stranding engine is this engine that made this game. So it's Decima engine, which is Guerrilla Games' engine, who allowed Kojima to use it, and Kojima made Death Stranding with it. So we're just playing around in this game, messing around. I gotta look at the button scheme and set up again. I don't remember how to do the... Oh, there it is. The roll. So there's 2 rolls in here. That's cool. You can small roll like that. Just quick little roll. Or you can do a double roll and it's longer. Might not look like a lot, but it is. What up, guys? Y'all want to fight? That's what I thought. They scared. They scared. Alright, let's get up here. We're going to fool around for a little bit. I'm just trying to remember the buttons right before I get into action. There we go. It's these icon. I don't have a lot of weapons. I'm going to be in trouble right now. Let me make some bullets. What can I make here? Sure, why not? There we go. We're good. That's good enough, I think. Try these precisions. Alright. I think we got enough, man. Hey, these are hunters. Here we go. I hate fighting the birds. They're so difficult. That's a big boy too. That's not one of the little guys. I don't want to fight him. Oh damn, his brother's over here. Oh damn. Well, I asked for it. This is gonna get real. And is that a... Oh no, yeah, it's going down, man. So the reason I want to come over here and show this to you guys is because I believe Death Stranding was gonna feature some of these creatures. I don't want them to feature these bastards because I hate them with a passion. They're like the worst ones in here. They're the best ones. Like, they challenge me for some reason. I can fight off everything else. Like, these guys are not so hard. Ready? Let go. What you want to do, bro? Come on. Oh. Whoa. See, like I can predict it. Oh, I forgot about that. Whoa, I almost forgot. You know, the problem is I put myself in a predicament because if those birds see me, slow down and try to hit him. I'm hitting him in his weak spot in the stomach because if I do that, I can really cause some damage. See? And I have him on fire. There's element damage in this game. Oh! Oh! You little bastard. Hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm your friends. Stop it. Nice, we got one. One down. The fire hurt him also. What you want to do, buddy? Pop your little head out. There. Oh no. No, guys. I think we got the birds on us now. This is a bad situation. What am I doing? This ain't gonna work out. You know what? I'm just gonna beat this guy to a pulp. Yeah. Oh, he got me good. I need some help. Hey, yo, my man. Back up. No. Damn it. This cold weather thing just destroys me every time. What you want to do, bro? Come on. Got him. So these birds are just a pain, dude. They're just a pain. This is no joke. Whoa. It's not like they're hard. It's just like everywhere. And you're like trying to fight a regular creature. And then these little bastards. I'm going to get them in a minute. Oh. Hey, man. Come on. Orale. I need the damn. Take this guy out real quick. He got me. I need to heal up, man. I don't have any health. I'm gonna die. Alright, fellas? And it's all your fault. Let me put on some of these chemicals to try to heal up real quick. Whew, I needed that. So I'm just taking down the floor animals. Well, they're taking me down, clearly. Oh, snap. Oh. Bro, I used to be good at this. For some reason. I'm slacking right now. There it is. That's what I wanted. Nice extra strike while he's down. Yeah. He's done. I'm mad. Alright, so now we're good. Now we're good. Now I got a big problem here. I got like 6 of these little demons chasing me down. I'm gonna change my weapons. Try some of these bad boys. Where you at, bro? Oh, you serious right now? That's how you want to play? Actually, I shouldn't even use this weapon. I might pull out fire because these guys have ice on them. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. Stay right there. Man up. Man up, boy. Damn it, I'm terrible right now. Better run, boy. I gotta check their weaknesses. Matter of fact. Yep, fire is their weakness. I knew it. So is there elements to some of these guys? All of these guys? Most of these guys? And I could slow down time here when I hit my special. He dead. He dead. He's down. Stay down, boy. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. You little bastard. Oh, I had him too, guys. I had him. Is there why these guys are tough? He's beating my ass. I'll say that. Come on, bad boy. Clearly, I need to practice against these things. He left. You see, he's scared. I'm telling you, these guys are no joke. Yes, real quick.
It's off.
Nah, so mad. Nah. All right, pick up all these items. It's not hard. It's not easy, man. I'll tell you that. Oh no. I don't want you to see me. I'm gonna stealth this. Get back to your position. Don't come over here. Stop it. Please. Just go away. Hiding behind this rock. It's not gonna work. Damn it. Alright, I guess I'll keep fighting you guys. Facial. There's actually tools that I can use that I can pull them down and pretty much destroy these bastards. Because then they can't move, so see, they're not that hard. I'm just being dramatic. You little bastard. Thank you, sir. Oh, you got me. You're a tough guy, aren't you? I'll take the hits. So I have this special armor. This is like the end game armor. It restores my health naturally. I don't have to my shield naturally, so they can't really hurt me too much. Compared to playing with regular stuff. Someone wrote, this game isn't tagged as Horizon Zero Dawn. No, because we're not actually trying to play this game. Actually, what's happening is we are discussing Death Stranding. And it just so happens that Death Stranding's engine, the engine that they created it with, is from Horizon Zero Dawn. The creator, Hideo Kojima, who made the Metal Gear series, has used Horizon Zero Dawn's engine called Decima Engine, the same engine that made this game. So we're kind of examining this game's mechanics a little bit and talking about Death Stranding in the long run. Thanks so much for the company. I'm going to sleep. Yo, Angelo, thank you very much for hanging out with me, brother. I do appreciate you. Defeat the best enemy with normal dates. Shout out to Over D for following, bro. I appreciate you. I'm about to fight this bigger one because I feel like I'm confident right now. Let me have one of these real quick before I do that. And one of these, one of those, one of those. All right, so let's see if I can take this guy down here. So this isn't probably the smartest idea, but I'm daring. I can't hit him with this thing. Alright, so let's just go with the fire again. I think that's what works on him. Whoa. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Yo, my man, I'm trying to save you, dog. Whoa, whoa, he's electric. I didn't even know. Okay, let me see. Weakness. Okay, I gotta pierce his armor. This dude is wrecking me. Alright. See, so if I hit these weak points, I can do some good damage to him. Do I not have any of those? Make some. Oh, see, I'm making them in real time. There's no pausing for when I'm crafting on the spot. That next one's gonna hurt him bad. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, okay. These bulls are no joke. So anyway, so yeah, so we're just examining this game a little bit. We've been talking about Death Stranding. I don't have any more feel like my slowdown isn't slow enough. But yeah, we've been discussing this game and the fact that wow, I got bad aim, man. I can't hit this guy for the life of me.
Wouldn't want to be you.
Yo, I'm fighting this big creature and these other guys want to come at me. Come at me, bro. By the way, I have like the top gear and stuff, so that's why I'm so easily able to absorb damage from the regular enemies and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go and switch up the ammo. See if I can hit him with something like this. Oh, now you run. Hey man, hard. I'm really sucking with this, see if this works on him. I don't think it's gonna work. Just trying out different items on him. See if I could, hurt him a little bit. This guy's tough though, like, he's taking all these shots. Oh, look at that. He has a, I didn't even notice that on the back of his leg. If I can get, ooh. If I can get to the backside, I say it and then I have this. See that little green thing? Ooh. Oh, now he's just attacking me. Okay. Okay, buddy. Can't do it, bro. He's fast. Trying to destroy those armor pieces. So in this game, there's weak points, there's armor pieces you can take off to hurt certain areas. It's a pretty cool overall. And right now I'm just shooting as many arrows as I could. I got him. Oh no, I don't got him yet. Hey, he's still alive. Wait, let me hit you a couple times. Look how big this guy is compared to me. It's crazy. Doesn't feel like he's ever gonna die, dude. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Make some more of these. I can't. Hey, buddy. See you. He's just up in the sky looking to destroy me. Where you at, bro? I did it, baby. And you can scavenge a lot of their parts also, which is always good. Anyway, so that's the mechanics. I think some of these enemies are gonna be in Death Stranding. At least one, you know what I mean? Like, he's special guessing everybody already. He has all types of special guests in the game. why not have... And I'm trying to hide from this creature here. It's like coming towards me right now. Calm down. Calm down. So what I'm doing right now is I'm hacking it to use it as a friend. Instead of it being against me, it's going to follow me around and do as I say. So I'm going to pick a fight with the rest of these guys. Put on some regular amp arrows, shoot at him, make him come over. So this guy right here is an enemy. It's the same as the one I have with me here. But now that he's going to fight for me to destroy that. It's a pretty cool mechanic in the game, and I can hack almost anything. When you start off, you can't hack anything. You have to earn that step by step. You can start unlocking every single animal you can pretty much hack. And this is one of them. It's pretty cool. And this right here is my normal companion. I just walk around with him when necessary. Alright, here they go. This is a big bad boy right here. Let's see if I can hack him. These guys are a lot tougher. They're like lions, pretty much. Who do I trust? I don't know. I don't trust any of these guys. Oh no, he's in a turn. Alright. There he goes. I knew he was in a turn. So I'm going to try to hack him. If it lets me. Make this guy fight with for me. I appreciate the follows and I appreciate the support, man. I love you guys very much. Alright, where we at? Come on, buddy. I got a friend. Look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fight him for me. This is the one with the blue is my friend. If they're red, that means they're the enemies. Woo. Woo. He's trying to attack me. I'm trying to get my guy to kill him. I'm not even going to fight this guy. I'm going to let my guy fight him. Just want to watch it. There it is. Look at that. Nasty strike. Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Easy fights right there. So the game allows that later on as you play, you start being able to unlock that. But anyway, so that's what Horizon Zero Dawn is like, and you're gonna get not this style of art where the visuals are not gonna be as bright as this game is. This is the darkest area in the game, like this desert area, but there's like really green pasture areas. For example, I'll zoom out and go there real quick. Really green, beautiful areas. Let's just fast travel over here that are so visually stunning. You know, Death Stranding wants to keep its tone dark a little bit, so the visuals aren't going to be the brightest. Like this game has some fluorescent style, like neon bright colors. They don't have neon in there, but very bright. Death Stranding is going to be a lot more contrast as far as colors go. Ooh. Excuse me. By the way, if you're watching on Periscope, man, I'm sorry. That's the one place I don't see comments on. So you have to come over to Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and all of these other places that I'm streaming on. Yeah. And here we go. So this is nighttime, so you're not going to see the bright colors, but these colors are very bright and they're very beautiful, and the game is stunning when it's daytime as far as visually. This is nighttime and it's still bright and it's still beautiful, you know. It kind of reminds you of Avatar, the movie. It's such a beautiful movie. Love it so much. Get over here, creature. But Death Stranding is looking for a darker, heavier tone, and that's what you're gonna get. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see in the long run which creature will be the one that will be featured. The Watchers are the most famous because that's the ones that Ubisoft used the most. See if I can find where there's walkers at. That way we could head over there. Actually, let's go to one of these things. I don't know if this is a regular one or this is if it's alive or dead, or I'm gonna take y'all to. This is like the fast travel device of the game. Oh, I'm sorry, not the scanning the area, scanning the universe. Scanning the map area. I'm sorry. Ooh, my neck. Something's up with me, man. I gotta go hit the gym tomorrow. 6 in the morning type of gym. There's only 2 already. Sheesh, I should be in bed. After this, we're gonna do our closure, which is gonna be something special. Then call it a day. Alright. What is going on?
Here they come.
Oh, I'm surrounded. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Oh my, there's all types of animals everywhere, dude. What did I walk into? I was hoping to find one of the tall necks. I think it's over here. Look at it right there. Yeah, it's coming my way right now. Alright, so these guys right here are very special. They're kind of iconic and they're very beautiful. They're like my favorite. Like as far as beauty goes, like these things, just look at them from far. They look small right now, but that thing is huge. Look at that thing. Which way is it going? Is it coming this way? Because I want to go up on top of it. Go up on top of it. We weren't supposed to play this much of this game, but where should I go to get on it? I don't remember trying to get on through the legs, but I'm gonna try that. I doubt that's a way. But I also don't want to get into fights here. I'm trying to avoid the drama. People suing me. Talking like it's just you and me. Alright, so... Oh, he's going around towards the right. That's why. Alright, so if I get up here, I'll be able to get on him. At some point. Okay, look how big this guy is. He's huge. I'm gonna die if I let him crush me. I'm gonna actually die. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I'm gonna try to make it up to that one right in front of me. This thing moves fast though, so it's gonna be a crunch time thing. And these things are gonna see me. And they're gonna attack me. It's gonna get real very quick. I'm making it. Can I make it? I can make it. I made it. That was easy. Isn't that hard? I want to get up to the top here. This thing is a pretty dope setup for the game. I think this would be the best for Horizon Zero Dawn too. I mean, Death Stranding. I said Horizon Zero Dawn. All right. There we go. All right, let's get all the way up there. I already did what I'm supposed to do and hack this. But if you look carefully, you can see a lot of the land. It's just certain area. Just from being on this bad boy. You know, baby. Just random stuff. I love this drop. It's my favorite. See you later. Alright, we're done. That's it for this game. Anyway, Death Stranding is an amazing game. We're gonna end this with some more Death Stranding. And this time we're gonna look at a couple of extra, just one last clip to close it out. But thank you guys for watching, man. It's getting late. I need to take a quick break. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna probably watch a movie. Probably try to sleep. If I could go to sleep, it's good because I could wake up early in the morning, have no excuse, and go to the gym and stream all day playing video games after. But if not, and this whole time, this lighting has been like this. Nobody told me. This is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me, man. Y'all awesome. It's been cool. I know it's late and I apologize, but we had some fun. Overdose for the follow. Everybody that followed, showed love. I appreciate y'all. Let me go and look at my stream. All right. Thank you. I love you. Good night. See you tomorrow, guys. Peace.